The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
And good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Open, the one and only show that opens up the Bronx and the world to you. I'm your host, the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B. Just got off the radio a little while ago, and then we run out and do the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and then we come to you. And I'm happy to be here and hope you're happy to be sitting there watching us too. Coming up on today's show, check this out. We'll find out about an event. It's giving the Bronx organizations the opportunity to advance. Plus, we'll discuss how the media portrays urban violence in America. I get all the connections on my iPhone right here. And we'll take a theatrical trip around the world. And later on, we'll hear from a hip-hop artist with a positive message. So stay tuned. All this and more headed your way because we are now open. Hello and welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and today is Monday, September 23rd, 2013. Time is flying, so get all your shopping in, anything that you want to do with the family, take care of business because you never know. And you're watching Open, the live interactive program that brings the Bronx and everything right here to your TV set. We've got you covered with just about everything, like we got you covered like a blanket. So make sure that you check us out on social media at facebook.com, Open BronxNet Television, and on Twitter at BronxNet TV. So now let's turn our attention to the resident DJ. You know this guy over here? That's Vince Bracey. Give Vince Bracey a big round of applause, everybody. Don't wonder if this is going on. It's really, really happening. It's live. Vince is live. Right. That's right.
How you doing today?
Good. How was your weekend?
It was great. I had a good time. I got to relax.
Yeah.
I watched the Yankee game.
Uh-oh.
Our good friend Mo, Mariano Rivera.
Yes,
the great,
yes.
Got his number
Oh,
retired.
put that picture up. We took a picture with Mariano Rivera.
Did we?
Nice guy. Yes.
I never got a chance to meet him, but I know he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He has to
really,
be.
yeah.
He got his number. He's still playing. His number is retired, and he's still on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he's the only one wearing 42 also. That's Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson's number. That's right.
Yeah. So.
And the whole family was there. They had a ceremony.
Yeah,
for him.
and they brought out a little, like a rocking chair for him and stuff, I guess to signify how old he was.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
He's been around. As a matter of fact, his coach used to catch for him, right?
Yes.
Back in the day.
Girardi?
Yes.
Yeah. As
he
the
was
catcher,
catching.
right. Back
Right.
in like 96.
Yeah. But we had a very exciting weekend. We were all over the place. We do a lot of community events. And last night,
Make
just
the
above
Grade.
the Bronx.
Or
Make the
WBLS.
Grade, too. That's the foundation we started, Make the Grade Foundation for Education. But we were working with Arts on 3rd out in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
Mount Vernon, the mayor's office. And it was a tribute to Heavy D, passed away a few years back.
Right.
His family was there. They had a big birthday celebration for a young man who's on WBLS right now, Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh. He has
Molly
his own show on
Mall was there.
WBLS?
Yeah, and my daughter was there. She sang, and the crowd went.
Sheena Lee.
The crowd had a great time. Sheena Lee, she has this. We got to continue to promote it. She's
Gotta
"Dad,
promote
I'm promoting
Sheena
my own
Lee."
stuff. So yeah, Sheena Lee, just go to Sheena Lee at iTunes.
Right on.
Sheena Lee and all her whole CD and everything there.
And
She has a lot of videos
I
out
just saw
there.
her music video, her big music
Yeah,
video.
yeah. So
Featuring
she's doing
Andy
a good
Mineo.
job.
I'm
Proud
actually
of
going
her.
to see him in concert on Saturday.
Mhm.
This Saturday, I'm going to see Andy Mineo in concert.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, he's with it.
I'm with it, definitely.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot. You got some good music for us?
Of course,
All right.
always.
Vince, give him a big round of applause. DJ Vince Bracey on the ones and twos. And don't let him fool you. He has an 8-track machine. You know what that is? 8-track machine under the table there. Some people say, yeah, I know what that is. He has 45s too. All right, hey, check it out. On September the 25th, the New York Council on the Humanities will host the Bronx Grants Workshop. And joining us today to share more about what we can expect and what their organization does are Rakatu Utu, I'm going to say O2, Program Associate, and Lauren Kushnick. We welcome you guys. She's the Manager of Grants and Technology.
Thank you.
Welcome you guys to the show.
Thank you.
So a lot of people here that have their ears pinned and eyes pinned to the TV. They want to know all about these grants. But first of all, tell us about what the council is all about.
Sure. Well, the New York Council for the Humanities is established in New York State to support arts and cultural programming at community organizations all over the state. So we started in the 70s actually to bring grants and programs to different communities through a variety of different opportunities, and we're really excited to meet new groups and organizations in the Bronx this Wednesday.
So you guys have been around for a while, since the 70s.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's evolved over time. Our mission is really focused on exploring what it means to be human. So unpacking, you know, what our common cultural experiences are, what we believe, what we debate, what we create, and what we do.
Do you have a
And-
big debate on that, what it means to be human?
Oh, sure.
That'd be interesting.
Sure.
I know.
Yeah.
That definitely would be an
What
interesting
does it mean
topic.
to be human?
We try to chisel down that mission in a series of grants and programs. So Lauren runs the grants that we offer to Bronx
Yeah.
nonprofit
A
organizations.
lot of people like you, huh?
Exactly. Yeah.
Get to
And
know
then-
a lot of groups.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
we have
They would like
programs.
you anyway. Yeah.
She's pretty charming.
Well, thank
Then we
you.
have
They would
programs
like you
that
too, you're charming.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Then we have programs that kind of provide Bronx organizations the opportunity to model what it looks like to debate, to live and create in the Bronx. So that comes in the form of our speakers in the humanities program, which is our exposure program. So you as a Bronx organization, if you're interested in learning about historical songs of New York State, can come to us.
Historical songs of New York State.
We have a lecturer that will
Yeah.
give you a lecture on that topic, and we
Yeah.
provide them honorarium and travel so they can come to you and talk to you about that topic.
You know I'm going to ask you if you can sing one of those historical
Oh,
songs.
put us on the
Your daughter would do a
spot.
better job than
Probably, yeah.
than I would.
But what are some of those historical songs that we should know?
Well, you know, it's anything from songs
Wade in the
of,
water.
certainly.
songs of Native
Spiritual.
American tribes that are indigenous to New York State, songs that were made kind of the War of 1812. So like
Yeah.
historical
Wow.
songs that are embedded in New York's history.
Yeah.
You get the opportunity to hear that in their speakers in the humanities program. We have another program that's a reading and discussion focus group. So you get the opportunity to kind of be in a classroom, right? You have a text, you talk about a particular topic with a group of complete strangers.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that people are engaging in conversations that they wouldn't normally have.
Yeah.
And so those are the type of ways that we chisel it down.
What's the importance of having something like this in our communities?
Well, I think we all are dealing with a lot of different rigors of our daily lives. And we're all in our own worlds. And we don't necessarily get to connect in many opportunities. We're
Especially
all
with
on our
these things,
phones.
right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
We're all on the internet in some way or another, but we're not necessarily talking within the community one to one. And we're not getting to know each other in the same way that you would if you talked about what does democracy mean to you? Or, you know, what is the meaning of service in your community? How have you contributed back to your neighborhood?
Right.
Yeah.
And the programs that we support aim to get people thinking and talking in that
So you
way.
get people off of the cell phone. Off
Just
of
for
the
a little
smartphone,
bit. Just for
Just
a
for
couple
90 minutes, right? 90
Yeah.
minutes at a time. I'm native to the Bronx, so I was born and raised in the Bronx. So I definitely love organizations that strive to make sure the conversations are happening in this area too, right?
Very good.
Oftentimes we're left out of the conversation to what affects us. And I think that it's a really potent opportunity to engage communities in unique ways that we don't really see often.
What created this great interest in what you guys are doing? For you guys, what
For-
made you
for
want
us
to get involved?
personally?
Yes.
I started at the council through happenstance, just by accident, and over the years that I've worked there, I've really connected with so many different groups around the state, gotten to know their communities and individuals at organizations, at tax exempt orgs all over the state,
Yeah.
and it's really been a meaningful process to, you know, make those connections and find out what resonates for everyone.
Right.
through the grants and the programs that we offer.
Right. I have always loved the humanities. I've always loved reading and writing and talking and talking and talking. I love that discourse.
Well,
I love
let
that
me lean
exchange.
back and let you go.
But my collegiate background is humanities related. And so I love the opportunity to take a text and relate it to my life and understand the world
beautiful.
around me better. And so
Yeah.
that's why I'm very passionate about this work.
Great, great. So who qualifies to be involved and to check out some of the grants that
Right.
you have to offer?
We partner with any tax-exempt organization. So from the largest museum or university setting to a more modest local library
Right.
or community organization that might be entirely volunteer run.
Right.
All of those groups can work with us in some way.
Exactly. Organizations as well that don't necessarily have their own tax exempt status but have a fiscal sponsor
Yeah.
that provides them tax exempt status are more than welcome to seek us for funding and programs as well.
So at events, you can get more equipment and everything like that. You can just you talk to them afterwards, you know.
Well,
Like-
you know,
We could talk, if you want to
talk
talk a program
about
about talking about equipment, we'll definitely help you out
Or
with
That's a
that.
whole nother program.
yeah, the
Yeah.
history of technology, my
Oh,
goodness, that
talk
could
about
be
Yeah.
a great project.
So you're in charge of the technology part of it.
Yeah, actually, that's my other hat.
Uh-huh.
So I help organizations find the right project that resonates with our, grants program goals. So public humanities programs that will get people talking. And then my technology hat is I help us to connect better around the state. So I've strengthened our database, our website, social media presence, all of that.
Strong, Bronx
Right.
strong.
Right.
Beautiful. So
Yeah.
where do we go from here? How can people
Well-
attend?
September 25th.
September the
Yeah,
25th.
this
so our-
Wednesday.
exactly. So our Bronx Grants Workshop, we really wanted to make sure that we went to the community. So we're going to be at Casita Maria, 928 Simpson Street.
That's what this is.
Exactly. So that's our
Yes.
flyer. We wanted to make sure that we were in the community and provided a resource for any organization that was interested in working with us. You can come and hear about grants that we support. We're going to have grantees past grantees present so they can answer questions. We're going to have an opportunity to talk to, us about what type of projects we want to support
Yeah.
in the Bronx. And it's just an open conversation about, engaging and creating a relationship with the council.
Well, who
Yeah.
should come and talk to you guys about
Any
what they need to do?
organization, any
yeah,
organization
definitely.
in the Bronx and Queens and Westchester, or that's working in this way, in the public humanities way of kind of unpacking that core commonality that we all share, unpacking our cultural experiences.
Right.
So any group can come and hear more about the work that we've been doing, get to know me, get to know Jane, get to know Rocky, and pitch some ideas, and we'll talk.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So you can enhance it, like I use Vincent as an example. He has a nonprofit organization, and he's going around. He's showing kids how to do this so they
Right.
can make money to pay their way through college. I'm just making it all up. Pay
Right.
their way through college. Well, guess what? I did that. I DJ'd my way through college.
Right.
Yeah.
If
But you
Vince-
can show them how to do.
Right. So if Vince
provide
wanted
them
to,
with new technologies.
if
and everything
Vince
like
wanted to do a program about perhaps giving children a tour of how to use new technologies, provide an exhibit that talked about new technologies. If Vince wanted to do a reading or discussion about technologies available, we would definitely be open to supporting his nonprofit.
There you go. Give them a big round of applause, everybody.
Thank you.
Rocky 202, program associate. I gotcha.
You got it. You got it.
And New York Council on the Humanities, and Lauren Kushnick, manager of grants and technology. Let them feel you, let them hear you. Very good. Good information. You got to come back again.
Definitely.
I would
Share
love
more,
to.
okay?
Thank you for
So your
having
date
us.
once again is,
September
Wednesday.
25th, Wednesday.
Yes.
Yep.
and it's going to
From 9 to 11 at Casita Maria.
be, and everybody should come down. What's the website?
Our website is nyhumanities.org.
There you go. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break, but when we return, we're going to get a look at the burning house project. No house is really burning. No roof. The roof is on fire. You don't have to say the rest of that stuff. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more right here in the Open.
If you want hot topics, current news, fashion advice, and humor included, then Open 2.0 is a show for you. We've got it all. So tune in every Friday at 4:30 p.m.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And shelter pets make super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
So, welcome back, everybody. Our guest is the founder of the Burning House Project. That's right, the Burning House Project. And he joins us today to share more about his work to improve our community and his book, Crisis in Urban Black America. The Emmy, the Emmy we choose not to see. The enemy we choose. I thought if you get, the Emmy Awards was last night. I thought you got an Emmy for being on one of the shows. The enemy we choose not to see. We welcome Mel Blackman to the studio. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So what is this book all about? Give us a quick synopsis. What is the Burning House?
Well, first of all, the Burning House Project is something that I've been doing. I'm recently retired as a substance abuse counselor, so I deal with the people from parole, people from the street, people from the urban environment, and there's something I started doing besides counseling people on drug addiction. I started, talking about change, and one of the things that always came to my mind was the things that we do in the urban black community is like it's like pouring gasoline on a fire that's been lit like 400 years ago. So this is not 400 years ago, and I'm trying to put the fire out. We need to put the fire out. So the fire
continues to burn.
Yeah, because the fire is the crimes, the violence, the drug selling, anything that's negative that helps to tear the community down is the fire. But when we keep doing stuff like this, it's like pouring gasoline on the fire that's already lit. We need to put the fire out.
Yeah, and fire is like also black on black crime.
That's the fire. Basically.
The gangs killing one another.
Yeah, we're just knocking each other off.
You get somebody from this side, he goes over and shoots somebody from this side.
Right.
This side retaliates and sends somebody over here and shoots somebody, and it just goes back and forth until. I get all the reports. This male has been shot here, another girl has been stabbed over here. It goes back and forth. Throughout the 5 boroughs.
All the time. Too often.
So what made you want to put something like this together?
Well, actually,
you wanted to create some sort of an awareness that this was happening in our community.
Yes, because basically I've been black for 65 years. And I know my people, and the thing is that I know the issues that are, and it's not all black people that or Hispanic people that do these things. It's a certain group of people that do it, but this group of people is they're not really bad people. They just there's a phrase that said it's being led by the misled. So
the blind leading the blind.
The blind leading the blind and stuff like that, and just people being misled, but they're not really bad, but they're just on the wrong track. So we need to get back on the right track. So,
but what about the people that say, we are conditioned to be this way throughout the years? People have set some rules for us, and now we're conditioned. For instance, we're destined to fail. There's people that have that argument that we're destined to fail or to go to jail and get locked up. They're building more jails and schools.
Right. Well, the thing is that we have to break the mold. Like you broke the mold. There's a whole bunch of people that of color. As a matter of fact, there's a bunch of people in this room, right, that are breaking the mold because everybody, doesn't follow suit. Well, that's the way we were guided. Per se, like Willie Lynch type of thing. We have to start changing and going in the other direction. So there's only one way to do it is to turn around and go in the other direction. And by education, and the education, when I say education, I mean like to to point out, like I said in my book, I point out the things that we need to focus on, and not the stuff that other people are doing to us, what we're doing to ourselves.
What are some of the things we need to focus on? And this is in order to straighten out our lives. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Some of the things we need to focus on are what?
Our general behavior, the profanity that we use, when I say, because I don't do it, but the profanity that we use around our kids, the
N words, the B words,
all of that stuff. I was talking to a young man that you're having on a little later on, and I was telling him I was Biggie Small's first teacher. I was
really?
Yeah, I was his daycare teacher.
Yeah.
And I was talking about if he was around today, he would start changing things because he would start putting some positive. Because the music is fantastic.
Yeah.
See, that's what people get sucked in by. The music, because the music is fantastic.
Yeah.
But
Follow
why
the
do you
beat.
why do you have to add all this negative stuff? And the bad thing about it is that it's being fed. You are what you eat. But it's being fed to the little kids by the blasting radios and the people that are acting out.
Yeah. And it wasn't always negative.
No,
I mean,
it wasn't.
when it first came out,
not at all.
It spoke about things that were happening in our very own community.
Right.
You think of Sugar Hill Gang and those guys back then, talking about kind of foods and stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. But it got twisted along the way because I was explaining this to I have explained to people before that people got to understand, like it's not really that that simple, because if a child has grew up on food stamps, and all of a sudden a producer that wants to perpetrate the negative attitude comes and says, okay, I'm gonna give you $500,000, right? To give you a contract. He was on food stamps yesterday, right? Of course they're gonna jump at that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, somebody has to stand pat and say, well, I'm not gonna do that, and go in a different direction, because it's helping to pollute our kids with the negative, all that negative stuff being fed, and the sexually explicit stuff and the violence is being fed to kids this big.
Yeah.
Like through the music all the time.
Music, videos.
All the time.
Media.
Yeah. But only we can stop it, because if anybody comes from outside the neighborhood and says that you need to stop that, we're going to have a problem with that. So we need to stop it.
How do we stop that? What's one of the things that we should focus on in stopping this?
Well, we have to turn around and the main thing, like my Burning House project is based on the effect on the little kids. The very little kids. Let's start there.
You start there because their minds are still moldable.
Yeah, and right, exactly. And once if you are what you eat. So if you keep feeding the kids, these little kids, all this garbage, what do you think they're going to start doing? They're going to start doing exactly what you're giving them.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in, garbage out. So it's up to us. Like I said, if anybody else comes from outside the neighborhood, right, or maybe of a lighter complexion, right, to say, you need to stop that, then we're going to have a problem. Why are you telling us what to do? Okay, so let's tell each other what to do. Let's change it, because only we can change it. Nobody else can.
Yeah. All right, so you got this book, Crisis in Urban Black America, The Enemy We Choose Not to See.
Yeah.
And that is?
Us.
Us.
Yeah, because we're so focused on looking at what other people do to us, as opposed to what we do to ourselves. That's one of the things that you mentioned before about the topic about the media focusing on certain things, because like President Obama came out not too long ago and said about 93% of the crime is black on black in the black community. But we focus on when a cop does something or somebody white does something, right? But when I deal with politicians, I show them a list of names. I mean, a partial list of like 30 names. They don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
And these little names that got their head blown off are like 2 years old. But like if somebody else did it, now it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because they're all important. But what about the rest of us? That's what I like to focus on. So if we keep focusing on stuff that's not, everything should be high profile. If a kid gets shot in the leg, that should be high profile. That should be big news.
Big news.
Yeah.
Okay. How can people find out more about this book?
Well, I'm gonna have the book in select bookstores. It actually was out for a few years under a different name, but it's going to be in select bookstores. If people can go to either my website or to email me, I can tell them exactly where it's going to be in the area.
There you go. Author Melvin Blackman. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. Crisis in Urban Black America, The Enemy We Choose Not to See. All right, check it out. What's your website again?
That would be N as in Nancy, U as in Uncle, at Verizon.net.
Alrighty. All right, we've got to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll get a preview of Around the World in 80 Days. But first, Bronx recently celebrated the life of true Bronx legend. Let's take a look at a memorable day that Ibrahim Gonzalez was involved in. Check it out.
This is Baron Ambrosia standing on the corner of Rochambeau and East Gun Hill Road. Outside of a cafe that one legendary local musician calls home.
Over the past 12 years, VIP Cafe has become the go-to lunch spot for workers of Montefiore Hospital. Fresh ingredients and friendly staff have kept local workers and diners full of delicious nutrition. One regular face is photographer, radio personality, filmmaker, teacher, and most notably, master musician, Ibrahim Gonzalez. Just up the street, one can find this Renaissance man's boutique studio. When not playing or filming, he will spend the days composing tracks for his upcoming new album, as well as setting up gigs for his Latin jazz quintet.
Hello?
Hey, Baron, what's happening, man?
Abraham, what's up, buddy?
Listen, I'm working on that music that you needed me to do for the video.
Fantastic.
Okay, let me
Can't
run
wait
it
to
by
hear
you,
it.
man. I'm going to give you a taste of it. You let me know, okay? Here it goes.
You got it.
But after a busy morning, the creative mind requires replenishing. So it's off to his favorite watering hole, VIP Cafe, for light, energizing sustenance.
Hey, Mr. Abraham, how you doing, man?
Hey, okay. Hey, sit down for a second, man.
Thanks. Okay.
I know you're busy.
Oh, yeah, you know me. I'm always a busy man.
But you know what I like.
VIP is the kind of place that even when they're busy, the wait staff will still take time out to sit down and properly counsel you on your order.
Latest photos that I have here.
While waiting for his meal, Ibrahim offers owner Steve a few photographs from his new portrait collection of Bronxites to display on his wall. On this particular day, I joined the man known as Mambo Dervish to find out if his lunch spot would stand up to the hype.
As someone who's been in the restaurant business your whole life, what are some of the influences that you bring to the menu flavor-wise?
Things are very simple. You keep the quality and you keep it fresh.
Yeah.
And you cannot go wrong with it. The longest you take care of the customer and you go along with the customer, then you do it.
Great.
You make it out.
Plus, it's a great menu. A representation of various cuisines. You got pastas here, you got some Greek food, you got some Latino food, and you got American fare. You know, the burgers here, yum. And also everything else that they do. And they got some killer desserts. I gotta be careful with those.
In my book, you can't go wrong with a classic crunchy Cobb salad. White meat chicken, bacon, avocado, chopped hard-boiled eggs, and crumbled blue cheese are just a few of the ingredients in this protein-packed herbaceous treat. It was invented by baseball great Ty Cobb's cousin Robert in the 1930s when he was the owner of the legendary Hollywood eatery, the Brown Derby. And VIP Cafe's massive rendition definitely does it justice.
So as you can see, Steve and the crew of VIP Cafe have some Bronx flavor of their own to celebrate. And if you should ever run into trouble, well, the hospital, it's right across the street. This is Baron Ambrosia reporting for BronxNet.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody. How you doing? I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B. Our next guest is a producer of the dazzling, fast-paced play Around the World in 80 Days. He joins us today to share more about how this show is entertaining the masses. We welcome Cedric Yao and Jay Hamilton. Yao!
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 Jay Hamilton and how. So tell us about this. Give us a quick synopsis as to what this is all about, this play.
Well, Dr. Bob Lee, it's based on the Jules Verne classic where Phileas Fogg makes a bet to travel all around the world in 80 days. And in our telling of the story off Broadway, we have 5 actors playing 39 roles. one of them who just joined us this week, James Soul, does 17 of them. So he does everything from this Chinese broker, since he's Korean, it's not much of a stretch. But then he does like a redneck cowboy, and then he's got like this, curmudgeonly Oscar Grouch like character who's this captain from Brooklyn. So just,
And you had some voice classes because you're projecting. I see you're coming from down here.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a little bit of that.
You're an artist, right? A martial artist?
Yes, I am.
Can you do one move on TV right about now?
Oh, let's see. If we can go down.
Oh, hey!
We can try to, get into a split.
I will break everything in between.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Jay.
And we try to do that without straining a muscle. Yeah.
There you go. Jay, it's your turn. If
All right.
you do it, I'll do it.
All right.
Well, I'm a master choreographer.
There you go.
So my days of doing that has been past, but I'm more passed on the art to other people in a sense. You know what I mean? But it's basically an honor to see you again, man. I've seen you in a few years.
Yeah, we've been around for a little while. I always tell people I've been around since the Frankie Crocker days. But some people understand it.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about this play.
This play is a unique play. On my birthday, I went and saw the play. I was going through some things, and I needed like a change of pace. Working in the music industry is like really challenging sometimes. And I created a show called Hip Hop 16 Bars.
Right.
And I was in the process of making debates if I was going to take a deal for $2.5 million or pass it.
Well, I've been through some of that stuff. But yeah, go ahead.
And the offer was genuine, but it was not sincere.
Right.
And I had to make a decision. So I take the $2.5 million or continue my journey and build the brand the way I wanted to see it happen.
Yeah.
And I was going through that decision because I needed the money to create what I have to create for Hip Hop 16 Bars. But I also need my integrity and my freedom to do the way I would like to do it, the way the Lord had given it to me, and show it to me. And that challenge was difficult. And so I was walking down the street, and these girls had these little cards. So I saw the cards, and I said, okay, let me check this out. So then, on my birthday, I decided to go see the play. I saw the play, and it was all white actors on the stage, and then there's one black girl. And then I was like, wow. It just hit me how amazing this production was. And then I wanted to meet the producer. And I know he was Asian. Rare as ever. Rare as ever. I know he was Asian. And then we started talking, and then I invited him to my studio to basically experience hip-hop music.
Yeah, well, that's how it happens, and then there's a chemistry and a harmony, and everything flows together.
Yes.
But Hip Hop 16 Bars, I suppose, without knowing what it is, 16 bars is when somebody spits 16 in the middle of a song.
Yes. And bring the color forth.
Yeah.
And
like I work real hard, but before I quit, I'm going to give you some more of this bobbly. Now I walk around without a care, spending money like a millionaire.
Exactly.
And then you get back into the song.
Yeah. And when I created Hip Hop 16 Bars, I like the fact how Cedric came to the studio. And when he came to the studio, he was totally like lost in his own world, doing his own thing. He fell out. He had 2 iPads going, doing stuff, working his magic. And then I just fell in love with his spirit because you really don't find anyone at this caliber producing anything at this level. And then when I saw what he was doing, I said, okay, let's become friends. And I basically wanted to become his friend and just want to know more about his journey as a producer and being Asian and dealing with this political society of producers not allowing blacks or any other ethnic race to get into the world of Broadway and off-Broadway. And he snuck in.
He got in there.
He snuck in.
Yeah. He uses martial arts.
Exactly. He's some kung fu.
You could have used your martial arts training. Yeah. How do you use your training? Because it takes a lot to do what you do in martial arts.
Yeah.
How did you use that to get to where you are with the theater?
Well, a lot of it's just about like finding the calm and centeredness, because I think when you start from that creative space, you always know what interferes with it. So like there'll be something in the back of my head, or there's something that just doesn't feel right. And I'll get that spider sense, the tingly sense that says, okay, you can't work with this person, or the stuff that we're doing with the theater, all the creative stuff. Like we painted the walls, like these panoramic murals on the walls of the theater that really surrounds the audience. And just like coming up with a creative spirit, everything kind of ties together. There's this saying, I'm going to butcher the Mandarin because that's my native tongue, but that's like my Mandarin, Kung Fu coach always says, and it's like the movement moves like a single thread of silk.
Now say that in another language.
What?
What you just said.
The yundong is movement, and then ru is like 处事 is like a thread of silk.
Yeah.
And so when
let's say the whole thing together.
What was that? 运动如球式.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. And I'm sure we'll get the angry phone calls from Flushing. Flushing's not too far away. It was just said you need a Mandarin coach. We'll help you.
Flushing or Elmhurst.
Flushing Elmhurst. And so in the spirit of producing was also coming up with a show that really follows through like that single thread of thought.
And what do you guys want people to learn in watching this play?
Truthfully, what I love to see people do is to trust it. They have to understand that, first of all, it's an off-Broadway production that spent over $1 million to get it to where it's at.
Yeah.
It's not a mom and pop production. It's literally, the sound system is phenomenal. The lighting, this is the first off-Broadway theater I've been in and seen that has close to almost to $200,000 worth of lighting.
Oh,
inside.
I love lights and sound.
Exactly.
Being
and,
a DJ.
And then on top of that, the theory of off-Broadway shows being whack is proven wrong completely. And me being a producer and creating plays and concerts and tours, I even had a chance when I did working with the Vandross and just watched. You can literally put a sound system production show on that stage and have an artist step out and ready to go on cue. And we have Alex who works there. She's an office. There you go. She's an office. She's an amazing person. And we have a lot of offers that we're offering group discounts for senior citizen plus student discounts. We have a lot of stuff that we're offering to get to experience this whole production. Even you guys here are welcome to come and see it. And we actually can give you comps to come out there and see the show for itself and really televise it.
She threw a hand up. She said, I'll initiate it from here. She said, I'll get a list and go around and see who wants to go.
Because the divisions are important. And Mr. Yao have really, first of all, this man here is a pioneer. And for his first of his kind, I've worked with a lot of people in the industry, and trust me, I've never met anyone like
pioneers of hip hop, now the pioneers of theater.
Exactly, and the arts of watching him perform his work. Like first of all, he gets up, he goes to yoga, he goes to kung fu, and he has to do those things because that keeps him grounded. Because controlling a theater and literally almost lose. See, the story really is this man almost lost his shirt. There are people that was in contract with him, try to steal his whole entire livelihood in production.
People are out there doing that.
And
they
the
find
grace
out
of
that
God,
you have something and they try to jump right on.
And the grace of God allow us to connect and basically put professionalism and expertise together and to take the white trash out.
Yes.
So that took place very quickly and very swiftly. And now we're in a position now of rebuilding structure and strength. And that's why we need the public support to come out and really experience this whole experience.
So there was a passion for math that helped with the theater.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, numbers drive everything. Yeah, I like to always joke that I had that stereotypical, Asian upbringing where, you kind of worked with flashcards with my father. I was like 4 or 5 years old and always had that going. So, yeah, that's something that just drives every day.
Yeah. Okay, where can people check out more about what you're doing?
Well, we got our website at aroundtheworldinnyc.com. And then we also have the theaters in New York City and Manhattan on 9th Avenue and 45th Street. And we've got actually $20 tickets, same-day tickets, rush program. So, people can check it out, and it's really accessible and really good price.
You get room for more actors?
Oh, definitely. Also, this Wednesday, he's not telling you all the truth. This Wednesday, the theater will be named the Yao Theater. starting this Wednesday.
There you go. Yeah. High five.
Yeah. Yay and wow.
Yeah.
Yay and wow.
And that'll be the rename of the theater this Wednesday. Will be called the Yao Theater from moving forward.
Beautiful.
And it's a milestone to see a person as young as he is has accomplished naming a theater after himself and also creating history for his family and ancestors.
So are you looking for actors? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, we're looking for actually this week we're casting a new Auda, the female role. We're looking for new actresses for both the primary and the understudy.
They have to be able to sing and all this?
Nope, you don't have to sing, but you got to do accents.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, you're an actor, right?
What's that?
You do accents?
Yes, I do. I do.
Give
one.
You know.
She's rapping us real quick. Look at
that. Because, you know, I did live in Hong Kong for a time. So, you know, a little bit of the British affectation has come to me.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
What's that supposed to be?
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Oh, thank you.
I'm trying out for it right now. You need somebody who can.
Yeah.
Never mind. But you're an actor. You're an actress, right?
Yeah.
They call females actors also now.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I
really don't know why. I just still call the actor.
Yeah.
I don't
She's
understand
peddling something there. Look.
Yeah.
Give us some information on where we can reach you. More information.
Well, you can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at ATW in NYC. But yeah, our website, aroundtheworldinnyc.com, is the best way to get to us.
All right, the Yao Theater, Cedric Yao. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. Producer, Around the World 80 Days. And my man, Jay.
Master J.
Master J. Thank you guys so much. You got to come out. We're going to come down and check that out, all right? Around the World in 80 Days. We got to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll hear from a Bronx artist with a positive message. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Darren McKee, tuning in live from Los Angeles. I'm in the studio. I'm in the lab right now. Just finished up a hot new single called I Gotcha. Just shot the video off my new album, The Introduction. Look for the singles everywhere on iTunes. So cop that, watch that. Can't dispute the truth. Check it out.
She's doing what she's supposed to. One on my leg, other on my holster. She bout that money. She run Monday through Sunday. She wanna see a man looking fly and good. She looking for the mansion out the hood. Now I can sell her dreams in a minute and get really pimpish. I'm an artist, got away with words. I actually take your nouns, turn them into verbs. That's when I spot ya. You know I taught ya, yeah. I gotcha, I gotcha, I gotcha, I gotcha. Anything that you want from me, I got you on the house that costs the money. I gotcha, I gotcha. You don't have any wants and needs. I'm telling you indeed, you can count on me. I gotcha, I gotcha. Anything that you want from me, I got you on the house that costs the money. I gotcha. Excited about the hustle. She think about the paper inside her bustle. I told her the low. She said I'm the only man in her life who has treated her right. Now I can sell her dreams in a minute and get really pimpish. I'm an artist, got away with words. I agitate your nouns, turn them into verbs. That's when I spot
And welcome back, everybody. Guess what? Our next guest is a Bronx artist that has used music to overcome obstacles and has put a positive spin on hip-hop. We welcome Wrath to the open stage. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. Woo.
So really quick, let me properly introduce myself. I go by the name of Wrath, and it stands for right and real and true hip-hop. I do not curse in any of my music. And through my music, I just want to inspire the world. This is my anti-bullying song called Stay Strong. Yo. I wasn't cool. Everyone made fun of me in school. They laughed at me, they called me names. I felt like such a fool. I hated every moment waking up in the morning. Kept a secret from my parents so their stomachs weren't returning. I didn't like to fight the pain I felt every night when I knew the next day they would do it out of spite to see me cry. But I always tried so hard so they won't see it. Insecurities were born like you wouldn't believe it. And at home I always kept to myself, family thought I was quiet, I was crying for help. I needed this to stop, cause I couldn't take it no more. I had thoughts in my head to put an end to it all. I was a different kind of shape, cause I didn't fit in. That's why relations with my family you're always missing. And I wish it wasn't like this, cause it's been so long. But something's telling me to stay strong. I never knew that words could just hurt so bad till I felt it in my own way. Never catch me smiling, man, it's just so sad. I used to wish for a better day, but somehow, you know, like that day just never came. My whole soul felt numb without the Novocaine. And right when I felt like ending it all, something onto the next grade. I was hoping that I didn't have to fear, but the bullies are now in my class this year. I felt I wasn't gonna make it, saw the smile in their face. When I saw them there, my heart sank to another place. I ran outside the room and collapsed on the wall. I looked for an exit to escape it all. This was the first time I ever skipped out school. This was the first time I ever broke a rule. And it was the first time I ran all the way home. No one there to help me, man, I felt so alone. Crying on the phone, but no one there to listen. Trapped in this body, man, it felt like a prison. I wanna be myself, I just wanna be free. But these bullies are draining the life out of me. I don't wanna go back, they say I don't belong, but something's telling me to stay strong. Yo, I never knew that words could just hurt so bad till I felt it in my own way. Never catch me smiling, man, it's just so sad. I used to wish for a better day, but somehow, you know, like that day just never came. My whole soul felt numb without the Novocaine. And right when I felt like ending it all, something told me to stay strong. This is one thing going on, there's an epidemic going on in this world, and I really gotta put a stop to it. This is a true story, ladies and gentlemen, something that I went through. It's really near and dear to my heart. I want to put a stop to bullying, and I want to be the person to help everybody who's going through it. Something told me to, I reached out and I found out that I'm not alone. People I looked up to got bullied, but it never showed. I observed their success. I thought to myself, I'ma tell my story to inspire someone else. So I found my talent, this musical glory, and then I found the courage to tell my story. What I thought were weak moments in my life, I was wrong. I listened to that something that told me to stay strong. I never knew that words could just hurt so bad till I felt it in my own way. Never catch me smiling, man, it's just so sad. I used to wish for a better day, but somehow, you know, that day just never came. My whole soul felt numb without the Novocaine. And right when I felt like ending it all, something told me to stay strong. Don't ever change who you are to please others, cause too many precious lives have been lost through the bullies, and I almost became a statistic. Don't ever feel bad for being different. You were born that way for a reason, to make a difference. And if you are different, just remember one thing, that you're original. Thank you.
Yeah, give Rap a big round of applause.
Thank you.
High five, you gotta jump though. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I just hit. Ah, man, very, very good.
Thank you.
You born here in New York City?
Yes, I'm actually born not too far from here.
All right, Boogie Down BX, Bronx
Yes.
Strong, here we
Yes,
go.
yes.
All right, so what made you want to get involved in spitting? Spitting 16, spitting a rap song, you know.
Well, it was a lot of things that were going on. I was getting bullied in school, which was one of the biggest things. My brother was also a big inspiration in my life, but when I was getting bullied in school, it was kind of my way to get out of everything that I was going through. It was a way to express myself without actually doing anything to hurt anybody else. Even though other people were hurting me, I never wanted to actually hurt anybody else. So it was my way of just expressing myself and being able to be myself.
And people who were bullying you thought that was cool. Wow, yo, he's a rapper, man. That's real cool.
Well, I mean, a lot of people used to, because I wasn't that good when I was younger, so a lot of people they still used to make fun of me regardless. One of the biggest reasons a lot of people used to bully me is because my mom's paralyzed. And being that my mom was paralyzed, a lot of the kids, when they found out, they were saying really inappropriate things on why she was paralyzed.
Yeah, that's ugly.
Yeah, so, you know, that's one thing too. My mother's the love of my life. Like, I love her to death. She was also a big inspiration in my life, and which is the reason why I'm still going strong.
Yeah, so you had to find an outlet, a way out, and this was it for you, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. All right, so where do you want to take it?
I personally, I want to be the new face of hip hop, and I know that's a long shot, but you know, everybody has to have their goals, and I know that's one thing I definitely want to do, because right now, if you think about it, when you think of the word rapper, you think of thug. That's the stereotype. And I definitely want to be the person to change that.
Yeah. Why did you come up with the name Wrath?
Wrath was a name that I had got a long time ago. It was kind of something that happened in middle school when I was getting bullied. I was just outbursting and trying to find myself. And one thing I did was I yelled at a teacher very, very loudly once, and I had a friend.
Wait.
I was trying to find myself, and I yelled at a teacher very loudly once, and a friend of mine came up to me and said, "Hey, don't let her feel your wrath." So I stuck with the name, but you know, a lot of people knew me through that name because I was still going with it. And you know, as I got older, I wanted to keep the name, but I wanted it to mean something more than what people would perceive it to be.
So your mom is now your biggest cheerleader, right?
Yes, absolutely.
She's right there with you?
Yes.
She's happy
all
to
the
hear
time.
you rapping and everything?
Yes, absolutely.
She's playing your music?
Yeah, every time she can.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're going to come out with the CD, or you have it out already?
I have a CD out now. It's called Stopping at Nothing. It's completely clean. I'm not cursing in any of my music. But I'm actually coming out with my second one now, called Hip Hop's Gentleman. So this is the first time I'm announcing that. So
bullies, watch out. The Raft is here. The Raft is in the house. All right. You got another one for us?
Sure, yeah. If I could go at it, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Spit some more. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. I'd like to thank our guests for joining us, and you, the viewer, for tuning in and checking it all out. If you missed any part of today's show, well, you can tune in to the Recablecast at Open at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. or watch anytime on the web at bronxnet.org. Or you can catch an all-new episode Wednesday, 10 a.m. in the morning with Darren Jaime, okay? Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice and let your choice control the chooser. And from all of us here at BronxNet, have a great and enjoyable day. I'll catch you on the radio tonight, right after the Quiet Storm with my man Lenny Green. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. Have a great and enjoyable day. We love you all. Second day of fall. Here we go. The Raft is in the house. Give him a big round of applause. Here we go.
Thank you. All right, so I tried out to be Mr. Puerto Rico of the Bronx, but unfortunately I didn't win. This was the song that I did for my talent. It's like this, yo. I'm a young Puerto Rican just making it on top. The name's your boy Raph, the one who won't stop. Rapping the Puerto Rico, spreading word across the Bronx. KB is where it's at the Cuchi Frito spot now. Mommy's in the kitchen, arroz con habichuela. Making pernil while she watches her novela. Ella te va a dar un pela if it get out of hand. This is a Puerto Rican family, we gotta expand. Ahora papi tiene que nepa. Chilling at the pool, Puerto Rican women so hot, they make it so cool. Mama and Papi Huito coming out to chill. We just opened up the pumps and the kids are thrilled. One kid got a can, he's charging for car washes. Cars ain't paying, so he's getting pretty mad. Trying to look sad, his sister just laughed. He wasn't happy, so you know he threw her with the can. Yo, I love where I live, I can never give it up. I could do without the guns and the drugs and stuff, but I'ma always rap hard. The Bronx is my town, so raise up the flag and never bring them down. Yo soy boricua, ja, pa' que tú lo sepas. Dice, yo soy boricua, ja, pa' que tú lo sepas. Dice, yo soy boricua, ja, pa' que tú lo sepas. Dice, yo soy boricua, Jaja, pa' que tú lo sepas. Yeah. Yo, I'm not a salsa dancer, but I like to have fun. So, anyways, yo, Bronx, I love y'all. This is the Bronx anthem for the Puerto Ricans. So, second verse, we're gonna do it like this. Yo, it's like this, So it's a sweet summer night and we're chilling on the block. Got the system in the car and the music's turned up. Everybody feeling good, music filling up the soul. Kids riding on a bike, don't pass the light pole. You head to the bodega, get yourself a quart of juice. Hit the party scene again and just do what you do, now tell the truth. You think that you can handle my town? It's not an easy place to live, we make the best of it now. This is how us Puerto Ricans live it up in the Bronx. All my Puerto Rican people, let me hear you respond. Yo soy boricua, ja, pa' que tú lo sepas. Dice, yo soy boricua, ja, pa' que tú lo sepas. Dice, yo soy boricua, ja, pa' que tú lo sepas. Yeah, yo soy boricua, ja, ja, pa' que tú lo sepas. Yes. Thank you, everybody. Once again, I go by the name of Wrath, and it stands for Writing Real and True Hip Hop. You can find me on Facebook. Facebook.com/WrathCPA, @WrathCPA on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you.